Yo, what up all the buddies? It's me, the one, the only, often imitated, never duplicated, and still the original radio gingerbread man. It's so nice to be in studio. It's so nice to be on this side of the wireless. It's so nice to be here and keeping you guys company. Yes. So yeah, it's been a great couple of weeks. I haven't been here in a while. I haven't done a podcast in a while. And I thought, I need to do something today. Today of all days, I needed to do something. I wanted to come in and say hi. I wanted to come in and stop by. So yeah, as you know, we're doing most of our podcasting, most of our radio shows out on the West Coast in a small town called Atlantis. And this is where we're at this afternoon. Just RIP to our ex-governor. What was he called? Reserve Bank Governor Tito Mboweni, who passed away about a day or so ago. And I see Mama Joy is trying to capitalize on that one as well. She's just an opportunist. That one. I don't like Mama Joy. I never did, to be honest with you. When I saw her 10 years ago, 10, 14, 15 years ago, with the World Cup, something about her just ticked me off. And now, more often than not, she'd be in the news for scandals and controversies. Like about a week ago, at one of the stadiums, a young boy had his placard up and wanted to point it in the direction of the camera. Unfortunately the camera was focused on Mama Joy, and when the boy held up his placard, she yanked his placard out of his bloody hand. She's rude. She's obnoxious. She's very much self-conscious. And I don't like her. But this afternoon is not about Mama Joy. It's about you, the valued Realistic Rainbow Radio listener. Thank you for choosing us to keep you company this afternoon. This backtrack. I haven't heard the song in a long time. But as you know, I would always introduce the show as you're listening to Realistic Rainbow Radio, Cape Town's music, big bitches. And I just thought, Mr. Elliot, she's a bitch. It's the perfect backtrack for this afternoon. Go to tiktok.com, follow my Facebook, my private page. In fact, I don't encourage you to follow it, but just have a look. There is a TikTok video or two that's doing the rounds, and I've changed the name recently to Sexy Bitch. Now, sexy is not spelled the traditional way, and bitch is definitely not spelled the way you think it is. So go on and have a look at it, you sexy bitch. It's so nice to be here. It's so nice to keep you company. The music is flowing. I promise you, it's just a backtrack, and it's putting me in my feels. I love it. So yeah, I've told you guys I haven't been here in a while. I've done a couple of things on the other side. Like I said, I've done a couple of TikTok videos. The most recent one, however, has got everything to do with the Atlanta City Mall and some of the stores that you find at the Atlanta City Mall. And I want to emphasize that it's not just limited to the mall itself. It also goes for any other businesses in and around the Atlantis area. It's got to do with the level of service that we as customers receive when we go into these stores. As a retail worker myself, when I do go into the shops, I don't expect people to roll out the red carpet for me. This is what I said in the TikTok video. In fact, I won't make a follow-up TikTok video because some of the questions are still left unanswered. But what I wanted to say was, just give us decent service, man. We go in there as customers, we pay for the service, and we're not happy with being given substandard service. We expect the best from you, just as much as you in your store, when you leave your store during lunchtime, after work, after hours, on weekends, when you're on holiday. When it comes to our stores, expect the best service from the retail shop assistant. We expect the same. It's not rocket science. We're not asking you to bend the rules and jump through hoops. We just ask for the best service possible. Now, I think I probably need to do the podcast, the TikTok response video first, because a lot of people has asked me questions. What store am I talking about? What was this type of service? What was wrong with the service I've received? I'll address that over there first before I come onto the podcast and mention it here. I think it just works better that way because the story is still unanswered on that side. Or maybe as a podcast, I should just come on and say it, man, so that you guys are kept in the loop, you know what's going on. So it's about 2 or 3 different instances that I can think of off my head at the moment of what the bad service I've received, what it was about, and I'm not one to complain. I actually love to give credit where credit is due. I love to make mention and broadcast when I've received good service. Like a couple of weeks ago on the Atlantis Facebook page, I mentioned about the good service I've received by one of the staff members at Chelsea in Bayside Mall, Chelsea in Tableview. Strangely enough, the person who helped me, I've been dealing with her for about 10 years now. She is from Atlantis, and the reason why I mentioned Monique at Chelsea Bayside is because of the bad service I've received from similar internet service providers locally. That is why I thought, instead of focusing on the bad services, let's focus on the people who does good services, That is why I'm able to sit here and do the TikToks. That is why I'm able to be here and record podcasts, because my internet connection is stable, and it's all thanks to the level of service I've received from Chelsea at Bayside Mall, and to Monique in particular. So yeah, it is the gist of the story. I like to make mention when I've received good service. I dislike having to make mention when I receive bad service, but I do think it's important that people pull up their socks, come to the party, and give the best possible service where they can. So yeah, I'm going to do the TikTok response video first before I do the podcast, and I think time is actually running out. I've had such a great time sitting, doing some work online, and when I wanted to get the backtrack, it took a couple of minutes, so that took up most of my time during lunchtime. And then hopefully by the next time I come back, I'd have some answers to one question, and one question in particular is to what the hell is going on with the Atlanta City Mall's door. The back gate and the parking lot between the mall and the police station has been out of order, has been shut for weeks, and people come to me in the store and they want to know, Uli, wat gaat aan met die hekkie agter? Because people need to walk around to get to the stores, or they need to park their car on the other side of the mall in order to get in. I'm gonna see if I get some clear-cut answers from mall management. I'm gonna ask them, I'm gonna phone them. I hate dealing with them because they're not the friendliest bunch, but I'm gonna try and get some answers for you. Security guard has told me that the door is broken, but I mean, the door can be fixed, I'm certain, and it really shouldn't take 12 years to fix the door. But I'll be back with the answer on that one, because I know there's people wanting to know the answers. But until next time, boys and girls, it's been a pleasure. This is under 10 minutes. It's the shortest podcast I've ever did, but I really enjoyed being here, spending time with you guys. Until next time, adios amigos, hasta la vista, peace.
You're listening to Uthman Solomons. You're listening to Uthman Solomons on Realistic Rainbow Radio.